Islam and greetings, Moors. Welcome back to another episode of Pardon the Interjection. I am your host, Supreme L. I want to give high honors to Prophet Noble Jew Ali and all the active Moors. Stay active. And for the non-active Moors, you better get active quickly. Here on Pardon the Interjection, we dig up information to divulge to the people in the help of uplifting fallen humanity. Today's topic is Valentine's Day and the concepts and the origins of Valentine's Day. Because I think it's very important that us, bring it to the attention of the family, the true meaning and origins and nature of this day. And it goes, Valentine's Day, as we know it, is very bittersweet. Sweet if you've got a generous crush, love, and or lots of friends to shower you with gifts, cards, emails, tweets, flowers, and candy until you're swimming in red and pink colored flattery. But it is also very bitter for those who think it is just another cynical holiday meant to sell candy and cards. And of course, if you're not linked up to anyone romantically during this time, it just seems like everyone who is just rubbing it in your face. That girl at work that keeps getting flowers delivered, that kid at school with all the candy grams, your best friend, sister, mortal enemy, and her reservations at the poshest spot in town with her fiance, who's in finance, looks like George Clooney, and loves puppies. You see this part in the interjection. Okay, look, I'm reading from the internet. Okay, so pardon me, family. Okay, I'm just gonna bring the information to us, and we continue. Really, it's kind of sadistic when you think about it. Pardon me. It's also kind of all over the place, and there are all kinds of weirdness going on here. But the beginnings started with the Romans, those crazy Romans. From February 13th to the 15th, the ancient Romans celebrated the feast of Lupercalia, Lupercalia, to ward off evil spirits and enhance the health of the community. The name came from Greek lukos, or lukos, Lukos, and Latin lupus, Lupus, meaning wolf. In Roman mythology, Lupercus is the god of shepherds. His festival took place on February 15th and celebrated the founding of his temple. It was also partly known as Wolf Festival because it honored Lupa, a legendary she-wolf who suckled infant orphans. The drunken festival began with the sacrifice of 2 male goats and a dog. A feast followed, and they made thongs out of the skins of the sacrificial animals called February, Februa, which gives February its inferiority and superiority spelled name. Lupercalia also had strange and brutal mating practices. Young men would line up for, young women, would line up for men to beat them. And then the men would draw the names of girls from a jar. The name they picked would be their sexual partner for the rest of the festival, and longer if it was a good match. The actual kind of sounds like The Bachelor. I like that. Pardon the interjection. The Roman populace still continued to celebrate Lupercalia even after pagan rituals were outlawed in the 5th century AD Rome. That century, Pope Gelasius, Gelasius, the first established Valentine's Day at the same time of Lupercalia to honor 2 martyred Christians, priests named Valentine. They actually may have been the same guy. More on that later. Around that time, the Normans, or the Norse, also had a day called Valentines Day. That's right, Leslie Knope did not make this up, which celebrated the love of women. To further confuse things, the G in Norse is pronounced V in English. It seems like Lupercalia, St. Valentine's Day, and Valentines Day all kind of got meshed together. The 2 saints, Valentines. 1. Valentine of Rome, or Valentine of Rome. During the 3rd century Rome Emperor Claudius Gothicus, I'm not Roman, so Gothicus, 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 known as Claudius the Cruel, had abolished marriage because he felt marriage and family life was preventing people from joining the military. Priest Valentine of Rome was discovered illegally marrying people before he was clubbed, stoned, and decapitated on February 14th, 269 AD. Legend says he fell in love with his jailer's daughter, Julia, and left her a parting note signed, "From your Valentine." In some stories, Julia was blind and he cured her sight. His skull, adorned with flowers, pictured above, is currently displayed at the Santa Maria in Cosmedin in Rome, Italy. Pardon the interjection, there is a skull picture here that I'm looking at the top. It has kind of wings over it in a circle, and that skull is in the middle, and it has like 2 legs, 4 legs, little peg legs standing on a stand. Pardon the interjection, and we continue. 2. Saint Valentine of Terni, Terni, Terni. He was also executed on February 14th, but on a different year. Though some scholars believe Valentine of Terni is the same man of Valentine of Rome. Terni's story is that he championed the validity of Jesus and is said to have restored the sight of a blind girl. St. Valentine of Rome is also rumored to have restored the sight of the girl he loved. at that time, it was illegal in Rome to practice Christianity. Emperor Claudius again, and he was eventually arrested. Claudius initially took a liking to him, but had Valentine put to death when he tried to convert Claudius to Christianity. See, Valentine's Day isn't all teddy bears, cliche sentiments, and candy hearts. It has its origin in bloodshed, martyrdom, religious persecution, drunken debauchery, and strange and sexiest mating rituals. See, right there, that let us know that it's a ritual. It's all about rituals, in which we got lost and caught up in rituals. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we should do. We should change that name, as Moorish American Nationals, as being ourselves, and come up with our own love day. You know what I'm saying? Which, if you have a mate, if you have someone special, which you should be loving every day and showing you love every day. Pick one day, if that must be, that you just show nothing but love, and everything he or she wants you to do or asks you to do, you do it with no hesitation, no problem, no quarrels, no backlashing. Whatever it is, if you want to do something, do something for it. It's not necessarily have to go and buy and spend and do anything like that. No, just be creative with your love. You're a creating force. Be creative. But we just have to come out of the ritual of this sex ritual, because that's what it is. It's a sex ritual. So that's why more people are having sex before they're married. It's a ritual. So I just wanted to throw that out there, and think about that. Think about that, family. And as I say, don't believe me. Go check it out for yourself. The information is out there. Look it up, study, and come up with your own thing. Our own thing, like the prophet said. He bought us what would save a nation. Now take it and save ourselves, and we can use that and to reverse in these rituals. We got to break these rituals, because that's what they are. Valentine's Day is a sex ritual, and more of our brothers and sisters are getting, and it's marriage has connotative and denotative meanings. You know what I'm saying? So marriage, it getting so many of our people to have sex before enjoining as a couple or married. Okay, so just think about that. Just think about that, family. And like I said, don't believe me. Just go check it out. And this is within a short, 1-2 punch about the Valentine's Day thing, because it had to be brought to our people and to the forefront, and they must know this. You know what I'm saying? Like, be careful. Just don't go and you have a loved one, do something special for that loved one, and this should be before Valentine's Day, or if you're doing it on Valentine's Day, switch it up. Call it something different, because you're actually putting the Roman ancestor, which is not your ancestor and not your ritual. Again, this has been Pardon the Interjection. I'm your host, Supreme L. I want to thank you again for joining me. As I say always, Islam, love, and peace forevermore.